Boom, welcome back to news. We're diving headfirst into a whirlwind of sports, transfers, and major upsets. Get ready for explosive updates that will keep you on the edge of your seat. First up, we're breaking down how Federico Valverde absolutely dominated Manchester City, overcoming doubts and proving he's a superstar in the making. You won't believe the stats and the praise he's getting. Then, we're shifting gears to the transfer market, where Liverpool is reportedly eyeing a sensational move for a rising Real Madrid defender, Huijsen. Could this be the next big signing for the Reds? And in a deep dive into football history, we're listing every single Real Madrid player to ever score a Champions League hat-trick, with some shocking names and incredible feats. Plus, we'll hear from Pep Guardiola himself as he defends his team selection after that Real Madrid drubbing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Federico Valverde's star ascends, from underdog to Real Madrid's mastermind. He was once criticized for not running enough, but Federico Valverde has shattered all expectations, evolving into a midfield powerhouse for Real Madrid. His journey from Montevideo to the Bernabeu is a testament to his grit and talent, overcoming early doubts about his diet and dedication to become one of football's most complete players. Valverde's recent demolition of Manchester City in the Champions League was nothing short of spectacular. He wasn't just a player, he was a force of nature, contributing a stunning first-half hat-trick that left Pep Guardiola's team shell-shocked. This performance earned him a perfect 10-10 rating from El Equipe and a wave of superlaws from teammates and rivals alike. Trent Alexander-Arnold called him the most underrated footballer on the planet, a label Valverde is rapidly shedding. His versatility is astounding, capable of playing anywhere from defense to attack, always putting the team's needs first. This season, he's played more minutes than any other outfield player for Real Madrid, showcasing his relentless engine and leadership. From his strict childhood diet of walnuts and wholemeal toast to his current status as a Ballon d'Or contender, Valverde's transformation is complete. Fans and analysts are buzzing about Valverde's meteoric rise, with many already calling him the heir apparent to footballing legends. His dominance against City has cemented his status, but a stellar World Cup campaign could cement his legacy as a global superstar. But can Real Madrid maintain this dominance, and what other young talents are emerging from their ranks? Next, we're uncovering Liverpool's surprise transfer target and exploring the legends who have achieved hat-trick glory for Real Madrid. Liverpool's next big target, Real Madrid's defensive gem Huijsen on the radar. In a move that could shake up the Premier League, Liverpool is reportedly setting its sights on Real Madrid's promising young defender, Huijsen. The 20-year-old Spanish center-back has been making waves at the Santiago Bernabeu with a series of standout performances this season. Huijsen has already notched 1 goal and 2 assists in 29 appearances for Los Blancos, showcasing his dual-threat potential. Standing at an imposing 1.97 m, he dominates aerial duels and possesses a solid tackling ability, making him a formidable presence in defense. His calm demeanor on the ball and tidy passing range further add to his appeal, suggesting he could seamlessly integrate into a top-tier club. Having previously spent time at Bournemouth, Huijsen is no stranger to the English game, which could accelerate his adaptation to the Premier League. Experts believe he has the potential to not only fight for a starting spot at Anfield, but also to become a long-term successor to the legendary Virgil van Dijk, adding much-needed steel and bite to Liverpool's backline. Fans are excited about the prospect of Huijsen joining Liverpool, seeing him as a key piece for the club's future success and a potential contender for major honors over the next decade. His development is being closely watched, with many anticipating a bright future for the young Spaniard. But while new talent emerges, we're also looking back at the storied history of Real Madrid's goal-scoring heroes. Get ready for a deep dive into every player who's netted a Champions League hat-trick for the club, and hear Pep Guardiola's reaction to a stunning defeat. Real Madrid's treble titans, every player to score a Champions League hat-trick. Real Madrid's legendary status in the Champions League is built on the backs of goal-scoring titans who have delivered unforgettable performances. From the early days of the European Cup to the modern Champions League era, numerous superstars have etched their names in history by scoring 3 or more goals in a single match. This exclusive list features iconic figures like Alfredo Di Stefano and Ferenc Puskás, who combined for an astonishing 9 hat-tricks. Their legendary duel in the 1960 European Cup final, where Puskás even gifted the match ball after scoring 4, is a highlight. The list continues through the decades with legends like Paco Gento, Amancio, and Piri, followed by Sebastián Losada, Emilio Butragueño, and Hugo Sanchez in the 1990s. The Champions League era saw Raúl González score Madrid's first treble in the rebranded competition. Then came the phenomenon Ronaldo Nazario, followed by the undisputed king of Champions League hat-tricks, Cristiano Ronaldo, who netted an incredible 7 trebles for the club. Karim Benzema has also left his mark with 4 hat-tricks, including one alongside Ronaldo in an 8-0 thrashing of Malmö. More recently, Kylian Mbappé has already matched Benzema's tally with 3 hat-tricks, while Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo have also joined the elite club. And in a spectacular display of modern brilliance, Federico Valverde recently added his name to this prestigious list with a stunning hat-trick against Manchester City, proving that the tradition of goal-scoring greatness continues. Fans are celebrating these historic achievements, marveling at the sheer talent and consistent excellence of Real Madrid's forwards throughout their storied European journey. Speaking of Real Madrid's recent clash with Manchester City, the losing manager has some thoughts on his team's performance. Stay tuned as we bring you Pep Guardiola's defense of his team selection after that heavy defeat. Guardiola defends Man City's tactics after Real Madrid rout. The only adjustment was Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola has broken his silence following his team's humbling 3-0 defeat to Real Madrid in the Champions League, defending his controversial team selection. Despite the devastating loss, which leaves City with a mountain to climb in the second leg, Guardiola stood by his choices, insisting that the only adjustment was tactical. The Spanish tactician raised eyebrows with his starting lineup, opting for a 2-man midfield and shifting players into unfamiliar defensive roles to counter the threat of Real Madrid's Vinicius Jr. This strategy, however, backfired spectacularly as Federico Valverde's first-half hat-trick left City stunned and searching for answers. Guardiola acknowledged that while his team created numerous chances, Real Madrid's clinical finishing proved to be the difference. Guardiola pointed to the specific defensive assignment against Vinicius Jr. as the primary reason for Abdülkadir Huijsenov's inclusion at right-back, stating, "The only adjustment was Abdülkadir Huijsenov because Vinicius moves in that area, and we wanted a guy who doesn't think much to attack." He also highlighted the effectiveness of his wingers, Jeremy Doku and Savinho, and the midfield presence of Bernardo Silva and Rodri, emphasizing the overall plan to be aggressive and exploit one-on-one situations. Despite the result, Guardiola maintained that his team's intent was to be aggressive and attack-minded. He stressed that the performance, while disappointing in its outcome, was part of a larger strategic vision. The focus now shifts to their Premier League pursuits and the daunting task of overturning the deficit against Real Madrid at the Etihad. Fans and pundits are debating Guardiola's decisions, with some questioning his tactical acumen and others defending his commitment to his attacking philosophy, even in the face of defeat. That's a wrap on our major football updates for today. But don't go anywhere. We've got a lightning round recap coming up next, followed by our full call to action. And that's all the incredible action for today. We saw Federico Valverde rise to superstardom against Manchester City, Liverpool eyeing a potential defensive star in Huijsen, a deep dive into Real Madrid's Champions League hat-trick legends, and Pep Guardiola defending his Manchester City selections. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to news for more groundbreaking updates, and smash that notification bell so you're always in the loop. Got thoughts on these stories? Drop a comment below and let us know your take. And for real-time news, follow us on all our social media platforms. We'll see you next time.